Hello and welcome along to AVFTS Wrexham. I hope you're well. Thank you for tuning in for today's video. We have some breaking and exclusive news coming out about Wrexham transfer business. Another player looks set to sign, and we're going to delve into that one. But before we do, make sure you smash the like on this video. We are aiming for 50 likes. Second of all, thank you to everyone who has subscribed to the channel, whether you've been a returning subscriber or you're new today. Thank you so much. We are on the road to 1,000 subscribers. That's the aim. That's the goal. If we can reach that by the end of July, I'll be so happy. So get on board and hit that button. And then finally, comment your thoughts on this. Is this the type of transfer that you see ever approving Wrexham in the Championship? And is this a stellar signing? Let me know your thoughts on this one. But without further ado, let's get into this one. Wrexham, it's been circulated, have a medical booked for tomorrow. And this medical is booked for a free agent in the name of Danny Ward. And right away, Wrexham fans, near and far, should have a very good affiliation with that name, as Danny Ward used to play at Wrexham, went from Wrexham to Liverpool, and now he's back for an emotional return at 32 years old on a free agent. This one's a beautiful story. So let's get into the evidence of what we've got today. It was shared and reported by none other than Nathan Salt on Twitter today, who said the following this. He said, understand Danny Ward will have a medical at Wrexham tomorrow ahead of his summer move. All indications are that the 32-year-old comes in as a number 2 for Arthur for first season back in the Championship. Now, just to give you a bit of credentials on who Nathan Salt is, and we go to this, Nathan Salt is a Man United and England under-21 for Mel Sport. He is also the co-host for Rob, Ryan and Red, which is another podcast, as you can see, of Wrexham. You may or may not know them, and very well known on social media as such. So this one comes in as an interesting source, to say the least, and one that is widely regarded as being a dead certain. Of course, tomorrow brings the 30th of June. And again, mixed comments on what we should be getting in terms of Danny Ward. Some people, as you can see, Sean said, go on, lad, hope it goes through. So many weird comments, cracking player and human being. So yeah, it's again, people are up and down with it. If we'll play some Howard Ward, I can't see why anybody's complaining. To me, that's a clear upgrade, and I agree on that one as well. So let's get into this a little bit further. Who is Danny Ward if you've never heard of him? What is Danny Ward about? Well, he joins us as a free agent after being released from Leicester City, who, by the way, he ended up playing quite a few seasons there for, and is also a Welsh international. Here are Danny Ward's stats on your screen for you right now to see. You can see at Leicester City, though, last season, he only made 2 appearances while in the Premier League. Leicester under Ruud van Nistelrooy and Steve Cooper had a very unfortunate time and obviously found themselves getting relegated. Again, the season before, when they were in the Premier League, Danny Ward had 26 appearances there. But his game time has been basically non-existent. You can see in the last couple of seasons, he's not even accumulated 30 games. You can also see that he actually, back when Leicester made the Europa League, was part of that Europa League squad as well. So not ideal for Danny Ward. He's found himself sitting on the bench quite a lot. But the main focus as well is that he has been a Welsh international, 10 matches in the qualifiers. He's played in the World Cup. He's also played in the Euros itself. So Danny Ward comes with vast experience if you've never heard of him. And as I said, the most unfortunate thing for a goalkeeper is where you find yourself dropping down to that number 2 position. And where he's been a number 2 now at Leicester City, it seems that he's willing, or supposedly willing, to take up that second option again behind Arthur. Now, some people are actually going, no. Danny Ward should be pushing for the number 1 spot, which again, with his experience playing in the Premier League, playing for Wales in a World Cup and in the Euros, and of course, even that European pedigree of the Europa League, Danny Ward certainly has a good armoury about him. But is he better than Arthur? I would say right now, no. Wrexham are about to go into the Championship season with 2 cracking keepers if Danny Ward signs. And in my opinion, it is a massive upgrade, Danny Ward, on anything they've had in reserve before, and better than Howard. So Wrexham are strengthening the right areas. They're building that squad, and they're ready to be there if there is an injury to Arthur. Now, just to look into this article a little bit further so you're aware of what's going on, this, as I said, medical is booked for tomorrow. It says here, Danny Ward set for Wrexham medical. Reports earlier in this window suggested Wrexham were eyeing a move for Danny Ward. So this isn't just a old rumour. This one absolutely has been going around at the start of this transfer window. And it continues. Ward joined Liverpool from Wrexham as a youngster, and the Wrexham-born goalkeeper is being eyed for an emotional return. The rumour accelerated as Wrexham opened talks to sign Ward on a free transfer. Leicester City released Ward at the end of his contract this summer, and Wrexham are now ready to bring him home. The Daily Mail's Nathan Salt reports that Ward is set to undergo a medical with Wrexham on Monday ahead of finalising a return. Ward has also praised Rob McElhenney and Ryan Reynolds in the past and would seemingly love to play a part in this exciting project. Ward will appear as a free agent, but his arrival will spark some questions and more than a few raised eyebrows. So it's interesting to see what this article means in terms of what raised eyebrows will there be. And again, for those of you who are watching, I would love to know your thoughts and feelings on Danny Ward, and if there's any concerns for you over this signing and addition. As I said, at 32 years old, a free agent, found himself very much lacking in game time of recent times. Let's see what happens. So where Danny Ward fits in for Wrexham. Ward arrives as a 32-year-old and hasn't had nearly enough first-team football in his career. You know, it goes even deeper than that. I was talking just about the time at Leicester City, but if you go into deeper in his career, he really has only been a number two. The Welsh international has made just 101 league appearances in his career and only 29 since leaving Liverpool for Leicester in 2018. So since 2018, Danny Ward has only played 29 times. You put that into perspective, 7 years of football, 29 club appearances. He's got to be looking at himself there going, what's going on? What is going on there? Nowhere near enough. Many expected Ward to go and pursue first-team football upon leaving Leicester, but he's now set to join as backup to Arthur. Arthur is Wrexham's clear first-choice goalkeeper, and it's difficult to see Ward supplanting him as things stand. Fans may even question whether Ward is an improvement on Callum Burton, who was seemingly dropped to third choice in the Wrexham pecking order. A goalkeeper signing was always likely following the exits of Mark Howard, Liam Hort and Brad Foster, but few expected the rival to be quite as high profile as Ward's. Ward may back himself to really push Arthur and push for 13 minutes at Wrexham, but his return is still something of a surprise for both Wrexham and Ward himself. So just finally on that point there, when we're talking about the fact that some may see Callum Burton as a better option, even still, even if Ward is coming to Wrexham as a third choice goalkeeper, it's not a bad player to have, is it? It's not a bad player to have as a third choice. The only questions will be on this will be his wages. What is he costing on terms of wages? Is he an expensive purchase for someone who's just going to sit on the bench and be a backup keeper? Only time will tell. But yeah, Wrexham fans, again, for me, a shrewd piece of business here from Parky. I think the fact that getting Danny Ward in with his experience at international level and club level, despite his lack of game time, is certainly something he can bring to the dressing room, something he can bring to the feel-good factor of Wrexham. And let's not lie, the fact he was a Wrexham youngster definitely has some merit. So, thoughts, feelings, emotions on this one, let me know in the comments. As I said, I've really appreciated the comments on my last video, some really good feedback and some really good comments as well about seeing my return. So thank you so much. If you enjoy these type of videos, then you know what to do. Smash a like, subscribe, and let me know your thoughts and feelings on this one. Until next time, more Wrexham transfer news or latest news coming from Wrexham, I'll have it covered. I'm out of here. Ta-da!